T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Nine. 7, 6, 5, 4, 0.
Hey, all right, y'all. What's going on? Ashlyn Cole here. You know, it's Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we are better together. Better together. Better together. Better together is on. That's right. Look, I'm going to start the show a little bit differently today because something very, very strange happened to me this morning. So, a trusted friend or someone that I consider to be a trusted friend, recently had cash apped me some money, right? And so this morning I got a message through Cash App that was requesting money back, right? So you can send money through Cash App, but you can also request money through Cash App. And I'm just telling you this, guys, because I want to just give you a warning that something is going on, right? So if I know, y'all gonna know. So this is what I need you to watch out for. So this was a message within Cash App, and it had a message in there: emergency. I lost my wallet. Can you send me $180, and I will send you back $200 once I get situated, right? So I sat there for a minute and looked at the message, wondering, is this legit or is this not legit, right? So I do know that they had some extenuating circumstances with, somebody in the family got laid off. And so, I know finances are a little tough. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. But then it didn't make sense. You know what I mean? So I immediately text her and I said, are you okay? She calls me and she says, what happened? So I said, well, I just got a request for you. You're requesting $180. She was like, it's a scam. She said, somebody from the company God is Dope, right? We all are rocking the shirts, right? God is Dope said, oh, and look, I'm looking at myself and let me get myself together. God is Dope and said, hey, we want to give you a promotional, whatever she said, like, we're promoting the company. We want to send you some money because we want you to rock the shirts, blah, blah, blah. Log out of your Cash App and so that we can take over and we'll do this, that, and the third. Well, anyway, it seemed legitimate and she went ahead and did it. And then what happened is they seized her Cash App account. And then they started requesting money from everybody in her Cash App. So what I want to tell you is the company God is Dope has nothing to do with it. They're all good. But I want you guys to just be aware that there are scams going on. And so things that are, things that don't seem that they're right, they're not. Okay. So don't trust it just because they put a name on it to say this is that. So anyway, I wanted to give you fair warning. So if any of you have seen any of those things, good gracious, be careful. I'm looking at the comments here to see, it looks like, oh, well, thank you, Miss Mary Jones. I thank you. I thank you for the curls. Curls are popping. Microphone dropping. Yep. Hassan said that they got me a long time ago. Huh? Okay. Yes. This is why I don't use business. Yes. So some people don't want to use Cash App. Yep. So just be careful. Okay. So I'm just giving you guys fair warning. Okay. Enough of that. That's my public service announcement for the day. Let's get the show underway. Let me shout out to everybody who's tuning in from BET. BET Gospel, BET Her TV, and BET Sunday Best. Go ahead and share this with all of your friends and family. Have them come in and join the conversation. I love reading all your comments. We're going to have some of our contestants on today from Sunday Best. Super excited for that. And so we want to definitely hear from you. What do you want to know about us? What would you like to know? Come on, let's go. Let me bring my co-host in here. You know him, my bestest friend, the most wonderful, the most could you be? Hey, the most beautiful friend in the world. If you get your Wi-Fi together, could you? Could plain to see. Hey, you're the reason you need some new Wi-Fi. What's going on with the Wi-Fi today, y'all? What's happening with the Wi-Fi today? What is happening with the Wi-Fi? Come on, friends. Lord Jesus.
What is going on?
What is happening?
You okay over there?
I'm good. Are you
Can you
good?
Hear me? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm just like, this virtual new stuff, it can get a little difficult sometimes.
It's so weird. I know, it's so weird. It's so very weird. But you're okay?
I'm trying to reach out and touch you.
Oh, Jesus. Come on. You missed the whole theme song. I wrote a whole theme song for you here with your Wi-Fi. Now that the Wi-Fi is back. Now that the Wi-Fi.
Lord Jesus.
Yes, come on. Okay, look, I'm going to get right into it. I want to bring one of our eliminated
the beautiful one. Yes.
From Sunday Best. Well, they're both beautiful. They're both beautiful.
Well, but she has some extra on her.
Okay. I don't know who you're talking about because I'm like, they're both the same, but let's bring Nicole and let's bring Niella out here. Come on. Hi.
I didn't know.
Surprise. So I know he didn't know you were coming, Niella. I know. Let me just say how much, first of all, how much I love the two of you. I'm so glad that BET and Sunday Best brought us together because I really, truly in my heart, and this is not for ratings. This is not for like the listeners. I love you two as if you are my own daughters. And I look forward to coming out to London to see you, Niella. And I look forward to coming out back east to come see you. What city are you in, daughter? Where are you?
Kansas City.
Where are you? Nicole, where are you?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, KC Mo. Okay, you're in the KC Mo. Yep. Right. So I'm coming up.
Yes.
Nope. I'm coming up to KC Mo too. Let me tell you, the one time that I was in Kansas City, I was there and they had a tornado. They surely did.
Oh.
They surely did. And it was so bad. One of the people, we were there for an installation for a pastor, right? And so we were all in this house and we didn't understand. We all went down to the basement and one guy, he's from California. You know, we don't have tornadoes out here. He opened the door and the tornado tried to take him up, took him, tried to snatch him. It was crazy.
I believe it. Yeah.
It was crazy. But I would brave the tornado to come see you, Nicole. We'll brave the tornadoes.
She can come on her own. I can't do no tornado.
So look, I want to get right into it. I want to just talk to you guys about let's
Last
start,
week.
Nicole, with you. I want to just see how you're doing. What from since the elimination? What's been going on in your life? How's it been? How's your mindset? How's your emotional state? What's going on?
So I am actually, I texted Niella the other day because me and Niella are like best friends. And so she texted me and she was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, hey, I actually feel so liberated right now because first of all, my presentation on Sunday Best, as I keep saying, was not my best. I am just a woman from the Midwest. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm all these things. And I wasn't really doing like a lot of singing except at church and praise and worship. And so to jump from praise and worship all the way to this grandiose stage of
Come
Sunday
on,
Best,
Grand.
I am still humbled. I'm still grateful. I'm still excited for the opportunity. But it was a massive jump. Some people go from like praise and worship leader to singing background for people to doing this to doing that. And I am at a point to where I'm like, I get to start over fresh as an artist per se. I really feel like this is a boost, like a jump start to what I've always wanted to do, but I've just kind of sort of let life get ahead of that type of stuff. And so it's almost like it's a jump start. I've learned how to balance life. I've learned how to balance being a mom. I've learned how to balance being a wife. And so now it's time for me to tap into that artistry. And so I'm excited. I'm in the studio. I'm working on
Ooh.
songs. I know, I'm so excited.
Ah!
And so I'm excited that I get to present Nicole's sound and how Nicole is able to express herself and all the things that I've been through. God, I've been through a lot. I've made so many mistakes, and I really hope that my testimony through my music is able to help somebody. A lot of people, like we were talking to Jada. Jada was in school, and I'm like, Jada, don't you dare give up. I was in school. I
Right.
was pregnant twice during nursing school. I've done a lot. I've been through the whole gamut. And so whenever somebody says something is too hard, I'm like, nope, it's not. We can get this done. Let's do it. Pick up. Let's go. Let's move. Let's get it done. So that's where I am. I'm in a get it done mindset. I'm trying to be as creative as I possibly can. I think the other day, just to wrap it up, the other day I put on social media, I'm thankful that my mom instilled in me having something to fall back on. Because
Amen.
because this artistry thing for everybody right now is really tough. Like, people are writing books now, they're doing merchandise, they're doing all these other things because they can't tour, they can't concert. And it's no slight against them, but I'm just saying, like, that's their livelihood. And I feel like right now I'm living like the best of both worlds. And, kind of still feel like Superman. I find me a photo booth and I'll go change clothes real quick out of my scrubs and become an artist. You know what I mean? So that's the mind frame. That's the mind frame I am in. Everybody's so super encouraging. It's awesome.
Well, Nicole, let me say that
I
in
love it.
watching your presentation that has come across, they've already set you up to be very
Yeah.
sharp. And I'm waiting for a video because it had a different edge.
Yeah.
So whatever you
I
decide to do,
know. I know.
I was just like, is this a music
Yeah.
video? Every time you
For
came
I
on,
know,
sure.
it
and
was
that's why. Listen, yeah, that's where I am
For
right now.
sure.
I'm thinking about doing some music videos, different things like that. Just like even the way I dress,
Do
the way
it.
I present myself, I'm always thinking. My husband laughs at me. He's like, "No, you got to start down here." My mind is all the way up here. Like, I'm thinking top level. At least I think I am. And I don't know. I like being presentable. I like things looking quality. You know what I mean? And
cool.
so that's where I am. I love
Ma.
quality.
Quality is good.
So, yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
That's good. And I think that that's, I don't know if you were able to watch Niella's video. I thought we had lost you, girl. I'm glad you're
Oh,
back. We have a whole
I'm
So
here.
I don't know if I want all of you to go check out Niella's latest video.
please.
I think
I'm
it
a
was
follower.
so.
I am a
I think
follower of you. I want you to
Really?
know the
Niella's
words that come out of your mouth are
creative.
they're regal, they're sharp, they're truth,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're so
yeah.
much. And I think the way you just present them, it's just like, oh,
yeah,
I was sending Ash a video today. I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to put this video up.
yeah. So definitely, I want you all to go follow her, just so you can see the video, because she's basically reminding us that throughout the whole, and this is what blew my mind, Niela. You were talking about the whole season. You're talking about the whole season. Not, I was thinking, 7 minutes on each episode. No. She's talking about the whole season.
Yeah.
So,
well, for
me
us,
that, yes.
it's up until we got eliminated. So I guess
right.
it's going to be maybe 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
so what's so crazy is that what you all don't know, what the fans don't see or didn't get to see this season. We spent hours in interviews, answering so many questions, shedding tears, sharing about our families. We sent in pictures and videos and like footage on footage on footage on footage. And then it never made it. It never made it to the show. It never made it to the show.
I'm glad some of it didn't, because I had a meltdown after I was released. I did. I cried. I was like sobbing.
I'm thinking that maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll use the footage for something later, because it was so
That's
much
what I was thinking.
Even if it's online.
I know.
Just so much
Well,
stuff.
here's what I was hoping. So the season normally is 10 episodes, but because of COVID, like they streamlined it, they put it down into 8 episodes. So what I was thinking is they would do, dare I say, like American Idol did. So what American Idol did is they had 2 episodes in between there while they were trying to figure things out to show the contestants, and they had all the footage, all the dialogue, all the home videos, and it really allowed the fans a chance to get to know us. But what I think is actually cooler about our situation is that we get a chance to show what we want to show. Right. So like you're saying, Nicole, like maybe we didn't want them to see that, but let me take, the reins of my own social media handles. Right. And show people what I want. But it's so true that, we didn't get a chance to really share our personalities. Another reason why BET embraced this show, because we get a chance to really talk and hang out and show our personalities for everybody to see. So I definitely love that. So Niela, I want to extend an invitation to you to come back on the show, just you, because I really want to explore this conversation more. You had talked about, also being an introvert on the show, which I think is really important. Just because we're on here doesn't mean we're extroverted and that we're comfortable in this setting. So I definitely want to invite you back to do a one-on-one with us sometime in the near future, once the season is over and we can find. But talk to us right now, Niela, about what actually sparked you to do that video and post the one that you just did.
So a lot of people had just messaged me, were really upset. Some people, like, they get very invested in the show. And, when you get eliminated, especially people that love you, it's just, when you get eliminated, they literally, it's like, someone like, I'm going to send BET a message.
I'm ready to fight.
Ready to fight, literally ready to fight. And then there were also people that were, taking some of the judges' comments, and literally one guy sent me an article and he was like, oh, Jonathan said you have 5 signatures and, you need to learn how to use them. But what people don't realize is his comment was actually longer. The judges' comments are always edited shorter.
Right.
So he sent me an article and it was like, how to find your signature sound. And this is somebody who's known me for over 5 years. And I put music out before and stuff. So I was like, so based on a moment, all of a sudden you don't know me anymore,
Right.
So,
right.
And, like, literally no shade to Jonathan, or, he's just saying what he's saying in the moment, because like I said, it's all together. You see us sing for me and Nicole, you saw us sing for under 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So they're judging us based off of that 7 minutes. And this is literally how my mind processes. So I was like, I want people to see that this is the reason why I'm able to keep going, because I look at like stuff like that would just come to mind, that wait a minute, Neil, this is 7 minutes as compared to 10 years plus of you being a singer.
Come on.
And learning, and God being with you on this journey. You've been through stuff, you've been through situations, you've recovered from, there was one time when I literally nearly died in Ghana, had malaria and anemia all together. And like, I've been through,
oh my God.
I know, right? like I've been through stuff, you know. I'm not the kind of person to kind of wear like my like hard shit stuck on my sleeves. I'm more of like a, like I said, a clown, you know. I'm more like jovial and everything, but every now and then I'll kind of have a moment where I kind of dig deep, you know. But I guess maybe because I'm an introvert, or maybe because I'm a little bit more reserved unless I'm clowning, those things don't always come out. And so it was just, I was just so many different thoughts going through my mind. But I'm so grateful for the platform. But then I just want people to know that this is my thought process in real time that allows me to keep going and not change and continue to be myself. And you know, there's a lot of like influencers and people that are motivational speakers, and it starts to become like a mantra: be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody tell you what to do.
Right.
You know. But when when I've literally just been eliminated, and I'm showing you, it's not a month later where it's possible that I cried in the bathroom for 3 days. This is literally the day after I recorded the video and I put it out. So you see me in real time, and this is literally my reaction. And I just want to see, I want them to see that this is real, and I'm not pretending, I'm not putting it on. So initially I was like, should I put the video out? Because I was like, I don't want people to also think that I think I'm better than the show, or like, you know, I know who I am, and, you know, kind of like just kind of cocky. So I sent it to my friend first, because I was like, what do you think about this? Should I not? And he was like, this is what you do. You're always real.
No, the video is help. The video is actually help on so many different levels to people that are not that just want to sing, that have the desire, and creatives, gifteds. So I thank you for the video, because I didn't watch it like maybe 7 times since I woke up this morning.
Right.
Can I be transparent as well? Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that breakdown moment. So during the interview, they were just asking me, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. But I feel like me being such a fresh artist and still kind of like learning my sound and my voice, I feel like the critiques that I got, it was just, I was trying to fix it, trying to do this, trying to do that. And I felt like I could never get to a point where I could meet the standards that they were looking for. And so I did get lost in the shuffle as like where my sound is and where my voice is. But I feel like I was so different compared to everybody else. Like I'm not a churchy person, or at least I strive not to be. And so being different, I was like, I will never be able to compare to everybody else. And I also made a statement that kind of rings in my head. I was like, I feel like this is why when people sing, like Christians like myself that have a different sound, why they choose to pop and bobble and go back and forth between pop and R&B, because they feel like their voice is so different that they cannot fit the mold that gospel kind of sort of presents in a way. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
It makes a lot.
And so that's when my breakdown moment came. I was like, I'm so different. I don't know how to fit in. I just wanted to be on the show and be different. And I'm like bawling my eyes out because I didn't know how to express that, because I felt like I was trying to, per se, cater to the critiques, cater to the mentorship, cater to the judges and stuff like that. And I just got lost in the shuffle. And I think that was
Can I
my
just
breakdown
say, because
moment.
I know, Nicole, I said that, you know, we would talk or whatever, but we've been doing interviews back to back, so we haven't really had a chance to. But for me, when I started to feel out of place, like what it kind of gave me the motivation to create a lane for myself. Because I was like, well, if I don't fit, then I have to create I don't want to be in other people's boxes. I want to create my own box, sort of thing. And I feel that definitely applies to you as well, because you're different. You know, Nicole has this voice that can do all these crazy runs, but she loves CCM. And a lot of people are like, oh, really? But, you know, create your own, be CCM / all the runs, or like, whatever you want to do, because you can. There's no rule book. I always tell people there's no rule book to this thing. You know, even when you write a song, they'll tell you, okay, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Listen, chorus, verse, bridge, like do whatever you want, but then do it well and find a way to do it in excellence.
That's right.
So that nobody can deny what it is that you're doing. So create your own box. Be what you want to be, but don't, you know, but hold on to God within that.
Tweet that.
Yeah.
Tweet that.
In the Bible,
absolutely.
Even in the Bible, Moses wasn't like Daniel. Daniel wasn't like Ezekiel. Ezekiel wasn't like, everybody was extremely different. Maybe if God had told Moses, who climbed the mountain, that he should lie on his side for 300 and how many days, like Ezekiel did, Moses would have been, I ain't doing this. But that's what Ezekiel had to do. Everybody's so unique. but you have to find your path and stick to it. So that's what I'm
absolutely.
I'm at work, so I have to run.
I know.
Thank you for coming on.
I'm so glad you came on. Thank you so much, Niella. And look, we'll be in touch. You know, we're in touch anyway. So I'll be in touch and I'll let you know. We'll find a date when you come back and just hang with the Better Together crew, and we'll really break this down like even
I'll still
deeper.
Be watching. I don't know.
Awesome.
Thank you for having
All right,
me.
love you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Nicole, can I also say that when I watch you, because I'm into the competition shows, although I don't like to compete, I see a lot of Melinda Watts. Do you know who she is?
Oh, I don't.
I'm gonna send you some of her stuff because you got this fierceness. Because I also thought, I'm like, some of your songs were very challenging. When I look at all of the songs, most of your songs were not the easiest of songs.
They were fast. They were like not really ministering type songs. I mean, you know,
not even really singing songs.
I'm like, a girl know how to minister, but you know, it is what it is. And like I said, I'm very appreciative of the moment, but you know, I appreciate that feedback. I'm totally,
and I
promise I am. I'll sing country in a minute.
I just say, take that lunch, and spring from it.
Spring.
Because you still dope. You dope like that shirt you wearing. So come on.
Yes.
God is dope. Come on. That's the real thing.
Right. God is dope, but don't accept any Cash App. Don't log out of your Cash App. Well, let me I wanna take a minute and let's bring Marquise in here. And yeah.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Oh my God, it's good weepy today. Good weepy. Huh.
Come on, outfit. Come on,
and
outfit.
A little hat. I don't have no hat.
And the little beret. Come on.
You remember when Adam Blackstone, he was like, "What's up, beret?" He was like, "What's up, beret?" It was funny.
Yes. Oh my
that
God.
is your signature now. I love it. I love it. So now what we need to do is we need to find a company that makes berets, a special company, and you need to contact them and get you an endorsement. That's what I'm charging you to do. Contact a company, probably in France. Let me just tell you. Just go ahead and contact a company that makes berets, specialized beret, and get you an endorsement. I'm here to tell you. That's the assignment.
Listen to mother. Listen to mother now.
Do your homework now.
Yes, absolutely. You know, because those are the kind of things, and it seems really silly, but those are the kind of things that you see artists all the time, like buying a drink company, Gatorade or something like that, having an endorsement with great. Those are the kind of things that are going to keep you in the game longer. And then once that seems like it's gone 6, 7, 8 months, great, let's get something else and let's build on that. So you always want to be entrepreneurial minded in all things. You know, it's artistry, but it's a business. They call it the music business for a reason. So don't forget that. So I'm just telling you that in love, it's just a great idea to do that. So we are almost down to the end of the season. I just, Marquise, that was last week was very interesting. The week before was interesting. You kind of been on a little bit of a roller coaster. You've been on a little bit of a roller coaster. What has it been like for you emotionally this last couple weeks? Because doesn't it feel like we're living it all over again?
Yeah.
Emotionally doing it's like we're doing it all over again. Yeah. Talk to me about that, Marquise.
Really, I mean, just that feeling, like I've said previously, being at the bottom and then being able to finally be in my comfort zone. Mind you, I'm a very versatile singer, very versatile, highly. But to be able to do what I do best, which is minister with the song that I'm real comfortable with, I felt like I really showcased who I am this episode. I really did. And so it was a moment of relief for me because I was like, "Ooh, yes. I can finally be in my avenue and
Right.
drive this song like I want to drive it, and give these people the emotion, the pain, the heartfelt, the heartbreak, and the healing all at one time.
That's right.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, can I also ask, even you, Ashland, because the thing is, it's different when you're singing a song in church and you know you got this time frame that you can work with versus when you're put into this small box of, what do you guys sing for, 1 minute and 30 seconds?
Like, yeah, if that.
So you take your favorite song and you, because my thing is, the best part of the song for me may not be the best part of the song that ministers to you. So how was it taking this 4-minute song and piecing it down to this 1:30 and trying to present ministry and all of that? How was that, Ashling?
Talented. Oh, Ashling. Oh, go ahead, mama.
You know, I'm over here multitasking. So
I know, I see you.
Yeah. So Nicole.
Well, for me, mine was tricky because it went to this like jazzy type thing, you know, and it was like I feel like a Dorinda type Clark Cole type vibe. I don't think I got it all the way out good, but it's hard when you condense it. When you condense stuff and you're trying to figure out where the climax is to try to minister, that's very, very difficult in a minute and a half. It's very difficult. You like chopping and screwing the songs, and when you used to going this way, you got to hurry up and say, nope, let me go this way, and then punch it and drive it. You know,
got to jump in the rope, right?
I have to say, my experience with this, I actually loved it. I actually loved because the way that I approach a song to begin with is always like a beginning, a middle, an end. Like telling the story, right? So, you know, my thing is always like, you don't want to put everything out on the table at once, right? Let's talk about, how did we get here? What are the emotions behind it? Like, you know, this is what I went through, and this is how I dealt with it, and this is what happened afterwards. I am an overcomer, right? You don't want to just, I'm an overcomer, because now it's like, okay, well, we already know you overcame, so we don't really care about the story. So let me tell you that it was a struggle. This is what happened, right? You're climbing the staircase. So like with Change Me, I thought that the arrangement that they did in that was brilliant. I had nothing really to do with that arrangement other than just singing it. And Kurt had some great ideas. And so I feel like they were able to do that week after week. Here's the thing though, that I will say, and I'm sure both of you will agree with me, not being in the room with the band to have creative control over how we do it or giving suggestions was so challenging, right? That to me was like one of the most challenging parts, because Nicole, like your first week, you changed things up and you know what I mean? You were doing things differently when we were with the band. So we had none of that. We couldn't do any of that.
Here's the deal. Can I confess? My first week when I tried to change things up, I was actually gonna like rap a little bit. I know that's weird, but I like rap talking, and that's who I am. And so I tried to put that in there, and Kirk was like, "Nah, I need you to sing more. This is a singing competition." But listen, if you know, that's just the vibe that I go to. Like that's the spin. That's me. And so when I did try to switch that around, it didn't work out in that short time frame that we had. So, you know, a lot of the creativity or whatever was just kind of different.
Yeah. It was tough. It was tough.
One of the background singers was like, "Oh, that was dope. If you could keep it." And I was like, "I know, but I
put that on the track."
Yeah, I know, right?
The background singers that we had, y'all are bomb, super bomb. Isn't one of them one of your cousins, JaCoree? Isn't she your cousin, JaCoree?
Oh no, it's just someone I know.
Okay. Okay.
They were singing though.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back because Dito, he put something together, and I'm curious to see it just along with y'all. So look, we'll be right back in 90 seconds. We'll be right back. Hold tight.
Hey everyone, this is Demetrius Tollfree, station manager of your radio station, Freedom Radio. First of all, thank you for tuning in today. And did you know that we have an amazing array of shows that air weekly? shows like Shop Talk, where no person or subject is off limits. The Indie Takeover Show with Jeremy Gibson. Better Together with Ashlyn Cole and JaCoree Prothro. Dito Live, where we are living in victory every day. High Tea with Bree with Sabrina and Dion. The Music Mix featuring Poncho and Keisha J. The Mix and Mingle Talk Show, just to name a few. Now, we want you to be in the know of everything that we have going on. To do so, find us on your favorite social media platform, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. We use the same handle on them all, at Freedom Radio, FREEDEM Radio. Lastly, you'll need the Freedom Radio app. So if you have an iPhone or iPad, simply open the App Store, or if you're an Android user, open the Google Play Store and simply search Freedom Radio. We thank you for being a valued part of our continued listening audience, and remember to hashtag like, follow, and share at Freedom Radio.
Ah, that's some of that Nicole vibe right there.
Awesome. Yes. So look, let me give a shout out to some people. Shout out to the text team, first of all. But look, Victoria Touchstone, Cheryl Allen. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Mary Jones. Is it Trinae? Trinae Van. What a great name. Trinae. All right. Colette Smith. Kimberly England. We see you all. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Tremaine, I see you. Cameron, I see you. Yes, indeed. And again, shout out to BET, all the listeners that are tuning, all the people that are tuning in. Make sure to share this video so that y'all can talk about, some of the things that we're talking about. Be like, ooh, that Marquise, I'm telling you, something else. And speaking of which, Marquise, you had your name up on a marquee this week, and I seen a whole float. I seen somebody made you a whole float,
and he was singing too.
I need you to speak on this. What's going on with the float? What's up with the float?
I'm so weak. Okay. Okay. So
open up your mouth.
The way this was set up was actually, my mom and the mayor of my city set up a parade for me, and I was like, "Really? A whole parade for me?" I'm the whole, y'all see me as goofy and pretty much out there and stuff. But when it comes down to stuff like that, or me being put in the spotlight, I'm like, I'm good. But I went through with it, and they was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be on the float singing." I said, "Huh? You mean I'm be on the float singing through the city? That's about a good 30 minutes." Oh, okay. But yeah, all of that was set up, and by the end of it, I was boo-hooing like a baby, because it just amazed me to see how many people came out to support me. And
wow.
It was dope. I was watching all the footage, all the clips, because the thing is, we're still in quarantine, and it's a lot of people. Right. The support system has changed. So for someone to stretch out to do that, that means you're chosen, you're called, and all that other stuff. So accept what God allows.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I get emotional.
And that's okay. That's okay. Because what is an artist that you follow that can't show emotion? I mean, I feel as though that's one of the necessities with the artists that are coming up right now and today. We need to be able to feel your heart.
Exactly.
Yeah. When we squeeze that sponge, I need to make sure that there's some oil coming from that sponge.
Oh yes. All the oil.
Because what are you saying when you're not singing? What are you speaking when you're not singing? Does it connect?
That's good.
That part.
Shout out to Kiva. Shout out to Kiva. No oil, Kiva. No, it's no oil. It's no oil. It's not oil.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Marquise, you were saying.
But I just wanted to. Okay, I just wanted to say that that's one thing that I did, and I was carefully wanted to showcase that even though I'm on the show and that, you know, I have the abilities to sing and to portray a message and to tell a story and to, per se, paint a picture, that I do have ministry on the inside of me. I do have the oil.
Yeah.
I do carry the
Yeah.
word. I am able to encourage you if you need encouragement. I wanted to
Yes.
showcase that too, because I'm
Thank
not gonna
you,
get
Lord.
into that. First,
No,
but,
come on, feed us now.
Thank
Don't
you,
bring
Lord.
me to the
Thank you,
table and
Lord.
don't feed me.
Right.
oh God, because there are a lot of times where some people, they will, you know, have great presentation, have great artistry, but then they don't give you the oil or give you the meat. You know what I'm saying? They don't feed you.
Yeah.
They
Just
just
the
prepare
salad.
the table, and that's it. They prepare the
Yeah.
table and don't provide the meal. And I don't want to be that artist. Just saying.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
love
have
it.
to say, like, in the circle, you know, how for me in the bubble, right? Let's just say in the bubble that we were in, I didn't necessarily feel room to do that, right? So like Nicole, like
Right.
you were saying, like on, you know, for next week. So the song that I had for next week, I was gonna do like a ministering, like speaking part in the middle of the song, because that's what I was feeling. I was feeling like, let me tell my testimony so that people really understand that this song is real to me. And it was like, no, your time to tell your testimony. This was the feedback. Your time to tell the testimony would be when you do your record release or when you're at a ministry event or something like that. And I took that as like, okay, bet. Like I totally see that and I understand that. But what ended up happening is I didn't feel like the breakthrough, right? I definitely felt like in a bubble, especially this, you know, this last week. These are beautiful, you know, songs. Now, how I was feeling and what came across on camera, I don't know if y'all agree, but it was different. In my mind, it wasn't as good as what it was when I watched it back. When I watched it back, I was like, oh, we're singing. We are singing.
Yeah.
We are singing.
Can
But
I,
in my
can I make a
mind,
comment?
I was like, it wasn't very good.
Can I make a comment on that?
Yes, come on.
For my audition, getting from 20 to 10, there, I thought I did horrible.
Oh no, that was good.
No.
Watching it, I was like, oh.
Oh, oh, I was singing. Okay. Right.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So
But
that's good. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm glad that I'm not the only one. Okay.
Played a part in that though. The nerves though. The nerves.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's such a weird environment, right? Because especially when you don't have the feedback, right? So you're on stage with the audience, or you're in a church and you're ministering and there's feedback. And so you're utilizing more senses than just like your eyes, right? So that's really all we could do.
Yeah, and even the unction of the Holy Spirit when you're in an atmosphere with people.
Yes.
You know, you start to feel where you need to shift and where you need to go and what you need to say and what your ad libs need to be at that moment, because the Holy Spirit is guiding you. It's totally different when you're not in the atmosphere with the group. Sorry, I got stuck.
Yes.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
And can I also just do a shout out and a call out to all of the ministries in Atlanta and abroad? Because there's a lot of things being a viewer that I didn't see take place on this particular season. I need the churches, the pastors. I need you to call out to all the artists, because they didn't get a chance to go to the churches. I didn't get to see you guys. I hate to use the word battle, but when you kind of sing with one another, then I watch all the seasons. Normally you would get a chance to sing 2 songs. What's up with that? The commercials is longer than the whole show.
Oh, well.
Can somebody help me? I just need some more, y'all.
Somebody help me.
That's from a viewer. I'm a viewer. I'm not on the show.
that's from a viewer.
I'm just saying.
From a viewer perspective.
Oh Lord.
From a viewer perspective, my God.
I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? I mean, while we're there, JaCoree, why don't you speak on that? What has been your experience this season as a viewer? Like, because we're, the three of we're in it, right? So
As a viewer,
what's it been for you?
it's been a total different season because a lot of us have been watching year after year after year, so we're expecting a certain, this is what is going to go down, and it's just kind of been, y'all been singing, but it hasn't been enough of you all. The engage has been very different, and I know it's because the pandemic and everything that's hit, but my thing is keep pushing. It has been a different season, and I feel as though it's been a struggle, and it kind of was thrown together. But the people are watching, so keep pushing. Just because you're eliminated, it doesn't stop. Keep pushing. We didn't get enough of you, so give us enough.
Right. And let me just say this. I will say, and this is not because I'm playing it safe or anything. It actually wasn't thrown together. The show was actually not thrown together. So if it appears like it was thrown together, I need everyone to know it absolutely was not. Yeah. This was well thought out. This was like they brought in experts from all across the country to come in and to help navigate these waters that had never been navigated before. This was brand new territory that had never been chartered before. And so the effort and the work, all the people that we heard in our ears, right? All throughout the time, right? The people that are giving us the direction, the musical director, the handler. We had a whole team of people. I don't even know how many people, but I know it was more than a handful. It was a lot of people working on this. Absolutely. Trying to give the viewer the best experience that they could with what we had to work with. And so it was certainly, in my opinion, and JaCoree, I think you co-signed on this. This to me was the most difficult, challenging season in the history of Sunday Best.
Definitely.
And when everybody was presented with challenges like the sound or the Wi-Fi was messing up, they were still trudging through, like, no, we're going to get this. Like, my AirPods weren't working. No, we're going to get it figured out. Let's go back to Nicole. Let's go back to this person. Let's go back, and they reassured us that everything was going to be okay. Just as smooth and seamless as it was at the stage, it was the same way at home. So,
yeah.
Well, I definitely thank y'all for pushing through, because I really feel as though people need to hear these songs right now.
Yeah.
So the messages that are going forth, the positivity that's going forth is definitely helping, because the world is in chaos.
Yeah.
And Sunday Best is definitely helping.
Yeah, it's a lot of chaos and confusion. And thank you, Michelle Peters, for your comment. The show does not appear to be thrown together. As a producer, it was very planned out. It looks great, and audio is excellent. Thank you for that feedback. Definitely appreciate that. For sure. And I also want the listeners to know this season it almost didn't happen. It almost didn't happen. And so we were all very unsure. We actually sat for a period of time, like an extended period of time. I don't mean days. I mean, like, we were sitting waiting for word. Like, it was definitely on the table to not do the season at all. And so big props to Kirk Franklin for rallying. Big props to the producers, all the people that put the effort forth to make this happen. And I'm certainly very grateful. I know Marquise and Nicole and all of us in the top 10 and all of us are super, super grateful. So I want to know what's next for you guys. What's next? What's coming up? What's on your radar? What are you planning? I know, Nicole, you're talking about being in the studio, but what's the plan, right? I want to know, because here's the thing. We can have ideas and we can have hopes and we can have dreams. Right. I want to know what the plan is, right? Let's talk about what the plan is.
So I know my plan is to put out a quality single that reflects my sound. That's the plan. I also am going to take my time with the album. I'm not rushing anything. Just because this platform is done for me does not mean that I'm getting ready to boom, 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 boom. I'm not the person that I'm trying to lose the spotlight, so let me hurry up. That's not me. I prefer to have quality things. So I'm going to start slowly with a single. I'm going to figure out how to continue to network with people, utilize the resources that I've already gained and come across. Just continuing to be me and don't change anything different. I would love to do some Christmas things. I would love to do,
Mm.
I want to continue to include my family in this process. So you might catch a video with my kids and everybody in it. Like I'm just slowly
Nice.
but surely doing this. I do, aspire to get maybe a record deal or anything like that, but I do want to be cautious with that.
Right.
It's a lot of scary record deals, but at the same time, I know it can be done. Now, people might not like me for this, but I want to sing in the church, but I want to go outside the four walls. I
Come on.
want to go
You're speaking
corporate.
my
I
talk.
want to sing and uplift. I want to go corporate. I want to do other venues than just being stuck inside and ministering
That's
in
right.
the church. That is not
Yep.
me. I can do it. Don't get me wrong, but that is not where I want to be. I want to be other places. I want to cross over. I want to, continue. And please don't get me wrong. People, whenever they hear me say that, they're thinking about genres. I'm not talking about. It's not a genre thing. It's a reaching the masses in a different capacity
Exactly.
than just this set uniform section, if that makes
That's
sense.
good.
And so that's
Exactly.
where my mind is. I'm trying to figure out how to be different than the norm and reach different people other than this community that we're in and that we have to be labeled with. I don't want to be set there. So
That's good
my my
because the
my
church has
dream,
already
my
been
ceiling,
reached.
yeah, my ceiling
That's
is
good.
not capped. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to reel people in. If you call me a fisherman, I'm ready.
Come
There's
on.
I
Exactly.
always say, listen, I always say, and this is not being lukewarm, but I say that I am somewhere between saved and living. Okay. That is
Mm.
where, you got life, you have real experiences. Some of the older generation, they just save, church, church, church. That's not where we are right now. We are at a position to where, you know, let's talk to people and how to encourage people in life, but yet teach them that there is a God and there is somebody, there's a higher power, there's, whatever the case may be. There is a God that is able to heal you, save you, deliver you, get you through this, get you,
Yes.
allow you to make it. So that's where I am in a
What would you
nutshell.
say, Nicole? But that's living saved.
Yes, it is very much
You're
so.
you're living
Yes,
saved. So look,
living
That's
Nicole, maybe
good.
saved.
maybe that's your album title. Maybe your album title is
Yes,
Living Saved.
You know what I
There it
like
is.
too?
yes,
I
Even if
love
you
it.
go a step further to say mirror reflection. Because the thing is,
yes,
what I hear with your assignment is
yes,
it's not in church, but
yeah,
I'm yet a mere reflection of God's
That's
yes,
grace
right.
and what you're supposed to do
right,
That's
outside of the
right.
right,
box. So
Come
I
on.
commend you because you know what your assignment is. So don't
Yes.
don't let anybody push
right,
you into just singing into the church because
yeah,
this happened to me to where I've
right,
done something outside of the church and the church set me down.
yeah,
And all
yeah,
I
Well,
was doing was singing about love. So don't let nobody
yeah,
box you.
well.
yeah,
Let me give
yeah.
a shout out to Olivia Walker. She's tuned in. She was part of our top
Oh
20.
Yes. Hey,
So
Olivia.
definitely shout out to
Love you,
Liv.
sis.
Listen,
Love
Queen.
you so much.
Thank you for
Listen.
tuning in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Listen,
So
fire.
Marquise, what's next for you, son? What's going on? What's next for you?
Well, I have to follow up behind Nicole. It's crazy because I've been saying the same thing. Currently, I'm working on a single to produce and put out. It's not going to be your average single. But really, in my mind, I've been thinking about doing a few remixes, if that makes sense. A few
Mm-hmm.
remixes of like some hymns or some different songs
Mm.
that have already been recorded and putting a little twist on it so it can reach, like she said, those outside of the church. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a highly versatile singer, highly versatile minister, maybe I should say. I like to make sure that I'm reaching all CCM, country, rock, maybe.
Yes, come on.
The art. I consider, okay, don't quote me, don't beat me up, but I consider the gospel genre to have multiple genres within that one.
Yes.
So I'm that artist that's going to pretty much touch all of those genres. and keep it within the gospel inspirational section, because I'm so ministry minded, honestly and truthfully. I really want to touch everybody. I really do. And so when it comes down to it, I want to be able to travel, go wherever I need to go, make that albums that way it's versatile, first track, whatever, blah, so forth, so on. Yeah. So that's my plan. That's my plan.
Good.
Just
that's
to have
good.
music for everyone can listen to. Everyone.
Yes, that's good. That's really good. So Nicole, you mentioned a Christmas album. Let me just put it out there. We could do a compilation, Sunday best.
That would be
listen.
Look, top 10, top 7, top. It don't even have to be top, whatever it is, because Christmas is my favorite music of all music. Christmas music. I listen to Christmas music in March. I do. I don't even care. I listen to it all year round. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love it.
I love it. I do.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Well then, wait, Ashlyn. So wait, let me get you in here. What you working on, boo?
Yeah, Ashley, what you doing?
Oh, what's your plan?
I saw some T-shirts that said "She's so cold," and you got some.
Your bird.
Right.
Ashley, she cold.
Come on, let it
like,
out.
Let me order one. Even though I ain't no
Oh
but I'm
my goodness.
Mama. What?
Well, okay, y'all put me on the spot. See, I'm all about everybody else. And then,
Come on,
all right,
give it to us.
All right, okay. So I through this whole process, I started a T-shirt ministry, y'all, and it is like it brings me so much joy. And I designed a T-shirt with Marquise in mind, and it simply says "Undisputed Worshiper." And so that's one. And so Marquise, I have to send you a shirt, because I definitely want you to rock that. But last week with when Jonathan, and yes, Jonathan, I'm giving you credit because you were the first one to say it. It wasn't Kirk, it was you that said it. But Jonathan said he's changing my name to Ashlyn She Cole. Not Ashlyn Cole, but Ashlyn She Cole. And so there's a whole line of T-shirts that says Ashlyn She Cole, and they're fancy, y'all. They are fancy and they're swirly and they got gold and red, and they like, ooh, come on. So I'm having so much fun with that. That's definitely only one of my, dare I say, my side hustles. But I've got my hands in a lot of things. I also have a coaching business. But I'm also very, very, having active conversations about a music project. And I don't know if that's going to be producing something, like for someone else, because I also love to produce music, not necessarily do it myself. But I want to do a Bay Area compilation, right? This has like been on my heart for so many years, to bring the Bay Area artists together, the musicians together, and put together a project. So, Oakland's finest, whatever.
Y'all do know we in Hawkins territory, right?
Yes.
We live in that Hawkins territory, but you didn't tell them where to get these shirts. Did you tell them where they could?
Okay, thank you. So ashlyncole.com/shop. Yeah, that's where you get it. ashlyncole.com/shop. Yep. That's where you go get them. So I'm super excited, and I know y'all have been doing interviews. I've been doing interviews. I'm doing pre-recorded ministry events. That's been really cool. So I have my whole studio set up here, and I changed my background, and I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. So that's been really cool, and definitely challenging, as opposed to like getting on a plane to go minister. Because you all both know that during normal times we would already been on a plane, right? You already know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That part.
We would have been on a plane and been at somebody's women's ministry events, or the First Fridays, or
prayer
like
breakfast, something.
The prayer meeting, the pastor's anniversary. I mean, First Lady tea. We'd have been somewhere doing all that. Well, I so appreciate you. We are coming to the end of the show, but I so love and appreciate y'all for coming on here and just being yourselves, yourself. And I live for this week after week, because it really gives me a chance to really, just showcase who we are in real life. Like it's so great to have this platform so grateful to BET for bringing us all together this season 10 of Sunday Best, and definitely want to give a shout out to the fans. And and I was even going to talk about the meme, but I didn't even get a chance to talk about the meme. Did y'all see the meme?
Oh, with you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I saw that. They traded you for what you call it? The one Candace.
Yeah, Candace Owens. Yep.
I agree. Switch them out, honey.
They sure did.
That little girl
They
got a mouth
sure
on
did.
her.
Super, super funny to me. That cracked me up. So anyway, lots of great things happening. And look, we'll be back next Tuesday, same time, same place. And definitely go follow all of us and go support us. And yeah, for sure. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can see all of these shows. I put them up there on the YouTube channel, and just search for Ashlyn Cole and you'll see all the Better Together episodes where we're all on there. So definitely go subscribe to that page. We love you. You know, we out. That's it.
Look for Nicole Single.
Yes.